Hello, my name is Dorian Ellen Bell-Dotan. This isn't going to be a very pleasant video, I'm afraid. Lately I've been hearing talk about some plans being kicked around to come into Yerushalayim and make it an international city and re-educate the Jews. So the time has come for us to talk about the real Samson option, which is quite more serious than the government Samson option, which is computers and economic things. The real Samson option is much less open to vulnerabilities. Gentiles have completely misunderstood the matter of Gog Melech Magog. The Gog and Magog, and there's going to be this huge war in Yerushalayim, and there's going to be mass bloodshed and all kinds of, and after that peace is going to come. We have no intention of being re-educated by barbarians who hold to such interpretations of our Torah in fourth generation translation. So let me explain to you what the real Samson option is for any fools who imagine that they're going to have an incursion into our Yerushalayim. And I'm going to explain a few things to you so that you'll know that I know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're smart enough to understand that anybody who has this knowledge also knows how to use it, it will be well with you. Samson is Shimshon in Hebrew. The beginning of that name is Shemesh, and the Vav and the Nun Sofit at the end is Olam or Alum, the world or that which is hidden. The name Shimshon is the sun, Shemesh, of the world, and also the sun that is hidden. What is the sun that is hidden? Well, in order to understand what the sun is that is hidden, we have to understand what is the sun that is revealed. When the Jews learn Torah, which you pronounce as Terah, we create the light. The quality and the quantity of our learning is what generates what you experience as physical light. The physical light available is always the light of our conscious understanding of what we have learned. But when we learn, obviously much more goes into our subconscious than we are able to absorb at any given time. So that which we have not yet understood in Torah when we learned becomes what is called Shimshon, the hidden sun. The hidden sun is the wisdom and the knowledge that we have not yet brought to consciousness. Now, obviously, that sun is orders of magnitude incomparable greater than that which is already revealed. I don't have the heart to reveal that sun, because that would mean obliteration. So we're going to do it the easy way if there's any attempt to invade Jerusalem. The knowledge which is subconscious from our learning has another much smaller expression, which is the subterranean levels of earth. As is our subconscious, so is the subterranean. Those of us who've learned Torah to the extent that we access our subconscious, that is Hashemesh Alum, the hidden sun, also have access to the underlying layers of earth. And that gets around to the Yellowstone volcano, which we know has been upgraded to high alert, which happened not incidentally right after I started hearing about the Samson Option and all of this chatter about invading Yerushalayim and re-educating the Jews and making Yerushalayim into an international city under international law, or any foreign law. Next thing I knew, right after my blood pressure went up, that volcano had become more active, and that is not coincidental. And I'll explain so that you'll know exactly that I know exactly what I'm talking about. The English word lava is the Hebrew word lev, which is heart, and it's also love, which is love. But it's also laba. So when those who are learning Torah very, very deeply get upset, which we don't, we try to keep our emotions under control precisely because we have more effect from our emotions than other people do, the effect will be a rise in lava. Now the Hebrew word for volcano is Har Gaash. There are a number of words in that expression. Har is mountain, and Gaash, which I'm going to explain when you put it together, is volcano. One of the words that's contained in that is regesh, which is emotion. There's nothing wrong with emotion. Emotion can be positive, emotion can be negative. One of the other words that's in the expression Har Gaash, which is volcano, is roga. Roga means quietude, calmness. And another one of the words that's in Har Gaash is regesh. Ra'ash. Ra'ash is regesh, the emotions that are noisy. It's disquietude. And Ra'ash is also earthquakes. Do you see where I'm going with this? There will be no incursion into Yerushalayim on the basis of the misunderstandings of Torah on the part of Gentiles. If there is, Mama's blood pressure is going to go up, and that volcano is going to go off. You can look back at some of my older videos, and you'll see that when my lips became inflamed, that was exactly when the volcano went off in Hawaii. I've learned some since then. I can do it without my lips becoming inflamed. I can just want it. Or if I just get upset and my blood pressure goes off, it's enough to do it. We Jews know that we have problems with our learning and problems with our government. We will work it out on our terms, in our time, and in accordance with correct prophetic interpretation. Not incorrect prophetic interpretation and fourth generation translation. but in the way in which it is meant to be. There are many, many promising things happening in Israel now, not the least of which is a generalized critique of our judicial system, which has become news item number one. That is a huge step when the Jews start to review their judicial system. There are other many wonderful things that are happening here and signs that are happening. We are making progress, but that progress will be on our terms, in our way. Yerushalayim will eventually become an international city, but that will be purely on our terms. I don't care how big you think your weapons are. I don't care how sophisticated you think they are. Believe me when I tell you that those who learn Torah deeply can render that all ineffectual. Yerushalayim will not be invaded. There will be no war of Gog and Magog in Yerushalayim. The gematria of Magog is 52, which is that of the name Eliyahu, which is Elijah. Elijah the prophet will be revealed. There will be no misunderstanding of interpretation and no war in Yerushalayim. Thank you for listening.